Behind me is one of the hardest features on the shore, at least on the map. And has this ever happened to you? You go, you ride a really gnarly feature, you film it, you get home, you're looking at the clip, you're like, yeah, riding this was sick. Let me show someone. You show someone the clip and it just looks like you're like riding on the road. And they're nice, they go, oh, cool. And then you're looking at it and you're like, why doesn't it look as gnar or as cool on video as it does when you're out here in the woods? If you've been watching my channel for a while, you know that I almost always use the chin mount, but today I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to try all the mounts I have to see what works best for showing a steep and gnarly feature. And so we're on Boogeyman, the last little part here on Mount Seymour on the North Shore. It's got a pretty good rock roll, kind of chunky, goes down and goes into about a 6-foot drop called the pile driver. And I've got about 5 different mounts to try, and we're gonna see which one looks best. I need you guys to let me know what actually looks the scariest or the most gnaw, or what conveys the steepness of the trail. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start all the way up high and work my way low, and let's see what works best. Let's start out with the unicorn mount. This is basically a carbon fiber pole you put on top of your helmet, and you get the camera way up there. Today I'll be using the new Insta360 X5. It's a 360 camera. I'll be shooting in the 360 mode, so I get, you know, the image all over everywhere. I'm gonna do 8K at 30 frames a second, high bit rate, low sharpness, standard colors, and minus 0.7 EV comp. It's a straight shot, basically down here, down the rock, down that rock, down that rock, down that rock, and then off the drop, way down there. So I actually haven't ridden that feature in over a year. Yeah, biggest move since my injury, and yeah, felt good. All right, let's go try another mount. All right, time to try the ever popular Under the Visor. This is one I really don't do that often, so I'm curious to how it's gonna turn out. All right, Under the Visor test. This is good practice for me too, because I've definitely lost my jank riding ability. All right, how did Under the Visor look? Let's go try another mount, which reminds me of none other but the Jordan Boost Monster. It's the side of the helmet mount. This one I've actually never done. I don't know why, I've just never thought to try it. I've seen tons of cool clips with it. Obviously Jordan has used it a ton. And almost every one of these mounts I just got from Insta360. This is just a sticky mount, same with the unicorn mount. This came in the bike helmet kit. This is 3D printed, which you can get for basically any helmet. These are the magnetic mount, chest mounts from Insta360. This is just another sticky mount. So yeah, if you need a mount for your helmet, your chest, or whatever, just head over to Insta360.com. All right, I've got the side mount all ready to go. Let's go try it. Side of the helmet test. Still a little scary every time. All right, you guys know what I'm gonna say. Let me know what you thought about the side mount. Here's just a better look at this drop at the end here. Maybe 4 feet right to the top of the landing there, and maybe 6 if you go fast. All right, next up we got the classic chin mount. This has been my go-to, so I'm hoping this looks the best, because yeah, it's my favorite. It's what I've been using for a long time. I'm also using the magnetic mount this time, which is just quick release. You can take off the camera, use it to film, whatever, and just pop it right on, really quick, good to go, nice and secure. Big fan of these magnetic mounts. It's okay, let's go see what the chin mount looks like. All right, chin mount test. Top part, still scary. Of course, you know what I'm gonna say. Are we right? Is the chin mount just the best? And now we're gonna break out Old Faithful. I haven't worn one of these chest mounts in years now, We used to have gimbals and chest mounts, and it was a whole, it was a big to-do. Now you can run the camera in a few different positions. I'm kind of leaning towards this, really low position, because on this chest mount you can rotate it back up, and you could almost have this really high position. But I think that's going to be really close to the chin mount, and we want something a little different, right? So we're going to flip that around and have it like this. And then I'm going to imagine I'm sitting on the bike, tilt that generally forward. I remember when I first started using action cameras, I tried out the chest mount, and I remember getting home and being like, okay, I mean, it's sweet that you can see what you're riding, but yeah, it's basically unwatchable. But now with the 360 camera, you can pretty much put it wherever you want, whatever angle you like. It'll be stable, usable, it'll look good, and that's where we come in today. We're looking for what looks best. All right, a reliable chest mount test. Now, I think one of the most underrated tools for becoming a better rider is filming yourself. And I guess that's true of pretty much anything you're physically trying to do. It always feels one way and looks another. It's always hard to tell if you're doing bad technique or whatever. I mean, that's what a coach is great for. They can tell you you're standing weird or whatever it might be. But if you just film yourself and you watch yourself in a feature, you can go, okay, I'm not standing upright, I'm too far up the back, I'm braking in the rear too much. And yeah, even if you're filming yourself not to, show the world, maybe like I do for content, yeah, it's just great to have yourself in for, working on your riding if that's what you want to do. All right, I've got one more mount for you guys, but it doesn't go on you. And I think it's probably the most underrated mount in use of these 360 cameras. Something that I really enjoy doing, and it's just filming yourself on a tripod. This is the Insta360. It's like a selfie stick that's also a tripod, and it's tiny and folds up. Very useful. I love just putting this down. You put it in the general area you want to film, and yeah, push record, and then afterwards in post, of course, you follow yourself down the trail. And I think it's really easy to get clips of yourself riding, and yeah, I really like using it. So let's go get one last clip using this, and I'll let you guys see what that looks like. All right, let's find a good spot here. This is a pretty long feature, so it would be hard for any camera to get all of it in one shot, but we're gonna try. I think I might put it right here, because then I can see the drop and this whole roll. Okay, what do we think? You can see the drop, see the line. All right. All right, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks to Insta360 for sponsoring the channel. If you want to grab your own X5 or Ace Pro 2 or any of the accessories, head down to the link in the description. Again, thanks for watching. Let me know which angle you liked best and maybe what you want to see more of on the channel. And well, I'll see you guys in the next one.